Hi everyone, my name is Belinda Fernandez. I'm a speaker with John Maxwell, and I'm looking at my next section of this book. It's The Charismatic Leader. So today John Maxwell is focusing on encouragement. And whenever we have new team members, whenever we step into a new job, we all need encouragement. There's some great examples in here. He talks about a general who was only authorized to give out 15 medals for his team to encourage the best of the best. But what he did was he gave out 115 medals. And when people rolled off the team, he made sure everybody got a medal with a compliment towards their strengths, what they did well, what they appreciated about having them on the team. And that's a great way for people to leave. In our organizations today, you'll find that when they're letting you go, even if you're the best, like your scores have been the best, you've won Employee of the Month many times, you've been called a rock star like me, when that time comes for termination, they'll bring up all the bad things about you. They'll say, oh, your scores were not that good. Oh, we can't find a position for you because you didn't pass your tests. They'll do everything to make you feel awful and to make you feel horrible. And they'll say, oh, but we do value you. So how do you value a person if you're making them feel that way? So it's important to remember that everybody needs encouragement. Everybody needs the opportunity to feel that they're making a difference on the team. People have different strengths and different weaknesses. But if you place people in the right positions, they can thrive, and that's true of all of us. So John Maxwell is just pointing out here that it increases our value to people when we give them compliments and when it's genuine, because it shows people that they are important to us. And that's why you'll find that when people are given awards, they do it in public, or they will have an award ceremony, because that recognition helps and motivates our team members to do better, and it encourages them to be strong. If we're always discouraged, we're always told that our scores are not good, that we need to keep changing, we need to keep changing everything about us, our dress, our hair, our voice, how we talk, it doesn't help the team. So we have to look for good things, because when the team benefits, then the individual benefits as well. And when we affirm people, it makes us strong. So it's like, I'll use my own life as an example, because people are always going at me, coming down on me, always pointing out how evil I am, what bad I do, how my hair's too long, and I don't know how to dress. They want me to dress like them, talk like them, walk like them, make the decisions they made. Eventually it gets to you, and your spirit also starts to weaken. Whereas if you're surrounded with people who affirm you, who value you, who are there to encourage you, that builds you up. So for those of us who don't have that, and if you're like me, what you can do is you can read the Bible, or you can read affirming messages. There are many apps out there that you can tap into. I use the Abide app. I haven't used it for over 2 years, over 5 years actually, but once I got my job, everything else stabilized. But now I'm gone back to using my Abide app. It's a Christian meditation app. And there are sections that are free, there are sections that you can pay for. There's also an app called Calm. I use that. Journaling is something I've always done, so that's not something new. Journaling is a good way to write out your feelings, to look at the highs and lows of your day, and it helps you with your health as well. You don't always have to talk to people. If you journal, that's a good stress reliever. And you can write out your affirmations. One of the things that I did before I got this current job is I repeated affirmations. I had affirmations on stickers that I put up, or I had screensavers with affirmations on them. And even taking my photos in the morning, that's a way of affirming my life and affirming that God has given me this life. So there are other things you can do. You don't always have to look to other people. But when you're on a team, if you're managing a team or if you have team members that are being mentored by you, these are some of the things that are good to remember, because affirmations help people. It's like if you continue to tell me, oh, you're a crow, you can't do anything, I really don't think you can hold a job. I really don't think you can go to university and graduate. I really don't think you're capable of doing anything with your life except the basic job. I think those top management jobs are too much. They're not for you. It might be for your cousins or your sister or your brother. They are good. You are not good. How do you think that makes me feel as an individual? So it's important to remember that and to remember what voices we're listening to. Do you think Roger Federer would have become the tennis player he is if he was always discouraged? Or Rafa Nadal or Martina Navratilova? Do you think they would have reached the levels they did? I don't think so. So it's important to remember that, and also to try new things as individuals, because you don't know where that fit is going to come for you and where that piece is going to fall for you. In the Bible, it tells us that we can do whatever we like, but not everything is beneficial for us. So we can eat whatever we like. If I wanted, I could order in food every day. I could just buy TV dinners and eat those every day instead of cooking. I could have just not exercised the whole time I've been here in Canada. But I've done everything right, and still, because of the stress my body is under, I have health problems. So it doesn't mean I give up. Of course, I'm going to keep trying to get well and to have my own life fall into place. But if everything's coming against you, it becomes very difficult. And even like when I go to the concerts, when I go to see Sting, or when I go to a play, I don't do it every year. I went to a Sting concert after 5 or 6 years. So it's not like I'm wasting my money. Everybody needs some time for leisure, some time for work, some time for prayer. And that's how we move forward with our lives. I was reading a scripture today, and it draws parallels between Queen Esther and what happened with John the Baptist, where the king is enthralled by the beauty of these women. First with Esther, and then with John the Baptist, the queen's daughter, and basically offers them half the kingdom. And to save their own people, they make different choices. So Esther, she saves her people through Haman. She gets the people saved through her. And this queen, she saves her people by killing John the Baptist. And Haman has to actually watch the Jewish people now rising up, so his plans are defeated. And ultimately what happens, the same thing happens with Jesus. Ultimately, they have to watch Jesus becoming king of this world, even though they did everything they could to stop it. So that's true of our faith too. We have to hold on to our faith, and there's not only this world, there's also the next world, there's the world to come. So you can do whatever you like, but is it beneficial for you? And that's what's important to remember. I have done everything I can to get a good job, to exercise, to keep healthy, but because of the amount of pressure I've been under since I was a child, my body is giving me a different message. So the tablets are not working as fast as they should. My blood pressure is still slightly elevated. It's not in the 200s like it was, but it's not at the alkaline level yet. So I'm still continuing to do everything I can to land an admin job, to land a good position that pays me well. And also to read my scriptures and to meditate. Because at the end of the day, I've only got one life to live, just like everybody else. And I don't get the support that I need. So I have to support myself and motivate myself and encourage myself. If you don't value your own life, nobody's going to value it. I've always had to do it, and that's always the way it's been. So there's a few priests that I keep in touch with. And yes, I do miss hearing from Damien Howard, but over time, sometimes that happens. People stop staying in touch. But those were my relationships, and things change. So I'm praying that this will come through for me and things will come right for me. But at the end of the day, I've done some amazing things with my life, and I'm happy with what I've accomplished. And if other people can't see it, that's their problem. It's not my problem, because there are certain people who will always they'll never pick up the phone to compliment me, to see how I am, to value me as a person, but they'll pick up the phone the minute I do something wrong to scream at me, like the customer service people. So it's good to remember that affirmation and encouragement is good for all of us, and to keep focusing on the beauty in life, because there's enough problems in this world. Even taking a photo in the morning and taking a moment to appreciate the sunrise, that's a way of being life-affirming. At least for me it is. So I hope that you found some value in that, and if you know of anyone hiring for administrators in Toronto, executive assistants, anything that's going to be less stressful than the really stressful call center work I did, I would appreciate you keeping me in mind. And also for motivational speakers and leadership development speakers, I'm looking for the work. Thank you.